important styles. English manage tab, and then style panel. And now let's image that you are working in your province and your company's template was updated to include one or more object and label styles. There has also been a change to one of the properties of all styles used commonly used, and you need to integrate that change within your province. How would you incorporate those changes within your province? Looking at the original styles and try to recreate them within your province would be tedious work and prompt to errors. That's where the reasonably introduces important styles to comes into action. This to allow you to import one or more object label style from a source province. You can also import from the source province's table style, quantitative criteria, alignments designed to check sense of province ambition settings, feature settings, common settings, and that they use defined settings such as eruptions, properties, classification, and page layouts. The last three can be imported as long as they refer by any of the important label table style. However, using this tool does not allow you to import description case as a point file format. See chapter 3 for their definition. Other system defined within province setting dialog. Expect the ambition system maintain previous and the user system maintains are not preferred by a style. Okay, we say important. And before importing file, you must have the file. In case the forgot symbol 3 will be key enough to prompt to use save the when before you can process with important. The important workflow begins when you click important bottom of the style panel. First, you will select your source province to import style. For example, mastering. Once you select the file style, you will import in a dialog similar to THØI. For example, expand surface style. And click. Here we go. The Inbox Civil 3 style dialog has following options. Important settings. Important setting option is located at the bottom of the dialog. This option turns on by default. If you want to import the styles with direct to the browser settings, then you can uncheck inbox setting. You can check and uncheck inbox settings to options. You can see here they ignore the style existing style had already in your drawing, and you uncheck import all of them, the show drawing. And the gray out style represents an item not referenced by the common setting to be imported. As mentioned, the only time those style would not be gray out and available would be when the import settings box is not checked. Okay. You will learn about common setting toward the end of the session. This session. Also, note that you can either import all styles from the source drawing or select which style you want to import. When you import this style, Civil 3 do the following. If the style is not within your drawing, if the style is not within your drawing, the style will be added. And if the style already exists in your drawing, presents the same style name, Civil 3 will recognize it as a conflict of styles and will check its setting again is equivalent in the source file. If the settings are different, they will be overridden. If a style is present in the drawing but not present in the show drawing, that style will be deleted as long as it is not used, referred by an object in drawing. For each of the actions listed here, there is a way to toggle off one or more action flowing. Can you see what happens when you use the toggle uncheck and check conflict? Checking conflicting and unchecking conflict. Click here to uncheck or item make conflicting in the tree. You can see first law. Uncheck or check, delete. To be added area. Check, edit, and uncheck edit, and uncheck delete or check delete or check all or uncheck all. Okay, goes. Okay, okay. We now go to the truth way. For example, we go to the the drawing and the sitting, go surface style, new surface style from the short drawing. Common settings. When we mention common settings many times in this chapter, you know you will learn what they are and their intended purpose. When you create a simple 3D object, you define its properties, set design parameters, set default styles for objects, and so on. And a simple 3D object is defined through a command. To speed up to standard deviation of the creation process, the command setting takes care of the default value used when a simple 3D object is created. So, for example, you can most of the default setting create alignment to layout, alignment commands, and go to create alignment layout to use the define within the command setting. In fact, the most of settings are defined as drawing level can be seen by the small number check mark in the overlay column. Edit command. You right click and click edit command settings. General, decimal, say yeah, labeling, curve, you can set here. And you have option to customize the defaults for the tool. That's very time. The tool is launched, you don't have to type the same value. Even though the value will pre-populate the specific field, the user still has option of write those two within the creation dialog box. Note, however, that's only parts of predefined default available to the user within dialog. For most of the defaults, the specific command setting dialog will only flag where though value can be defined. And most of settings within command setting are defined on a global level for the province within invasion setting tabs, going from a global level to the object level. The same setting can be folded and overridden at the object level through the edit feature settings. for what type objects. Okay. I'll go to true and pi network, common line, create network, and the common and default style. Dual sum, you can choose silver manhole. You can choose here. From option level, you can move to the tool level where we think the common setting for the tool. They can again be overridden to achieve the desired setting when you choose that tool. When using that tool. And that's enough for video today. And goodbye for now. See you next time.